And the fucking beans.
And the fucking yarn.
Man, sound like Country Ganondorf. Alright, so,
Yikes.
as you
Yikes.
already
Love
know,
sound as well.
I'm
Yeah.
Tep, he's Ice, and we are ranking the Zelda games. These are all the mainline Zelda games, and in preparation for Tears of the Kingdom, wanted to give you guys our opinion on how all the Zelda games rank. And obviously, me and Icy have very different opinions on a couple of them, so we will give you my opinion,
Yeah.
and we'll give you his opinion, and you know,
And we'll
with,
try to balance it out and see
and we'll
where it goes.
see how it goes. So, A Link Between Worlds. I feel like A Link Between
Um,
Worlds is pretty good.
this is really good. This is actually for me. I want to put it on A tier for the premise of it, but
Ah,
I feel like it's B tier.
there's about to be a lot of really good games we're about to
There's
list
good ones
right
coming out
here.
that are gonna be A tier. Like we
So,
got one. So I would say B tier. This is cool. I like the art. Yuga is actually a fun
yeah,
villain.
okay, I'll give it A tier. I'll put A tier.
I mean, Yuka. The boss fight music and
Yeah,
everything is like
yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
it
Um,
goes in between paintings and stuff. Cool.
yeah, it's a cool
Um,
boss, and Yuga Ganon is pretty lit. Um, Also, it's cool to see that there's Triforces in other kingdoms,
yeah,
which is weird, but
to think about, but they have their own Triforce technically, so
yeah, there's a
there's
lot
a
of lore
purge
there,
and power person.
which is
So
pretty
yeah,
cool. Okay, A Link to the Past, I think, is the best 2D Zelda game, and it's not really close. Um,
yep.
this was like this game was really what put Zelda really like on the map. Like
It
Zelda
is.
Zelda was like
Like,
good before, but Link to the Past was really
the,
like
the original
okay.
Zelda was hard, and it was like
Adventure
clunky
of Link was
on.
ass. Um, Link
This
to
thing gave
Yeah, this really kind of changed the
personality
trajectory of the whole franchise.
series or where it went.
Like
Imagine they stuck to the original scheme of the
like
game,
this
and that
game
was
is
it.
still fun today. It's still good. Like it's yeah. A Link to the Past, you have to put an S tier. Like
And this link is cracked. There's so many weapons. There's so many oh my god, yeah, they went out of their fucking mind in this game.
okay, so
Yeah.
this is where me and Icy
Okay,
obviously very
this is where we
differ.
start.
So Icy loves Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Icy would probably put this in S tier. Um,
Yep. You
and
probably put this in
for
B or C.
you guys probably know by now, I am the biggest Breath of the Wild hater out here on the interwebs. This game is
Yeah.
fucking terrible. I
You
hate
Breath
the
of the
weapon
Wild.
system. I hate the divine beasts. I hate Ganon. I hate the lack of story. I do not enjoy this game
No.
whatsoever. Um, so
Now, let me say this though. Let me say this. For everybody who likes this game, my opinion actually has changed because of Tears of the Kingdom and what they revealed. You cannot tell me, compared to that, you see how lacking and flawed Breath of the Wild is in some ways. The weapon system is ass.
like I just feel like
Stamina
people
ass.
blindly love this game just because it's so different. And like
This is
it's okay to take big swings and stuff, but like not everything is fucking perfect about this game. Like it's
can we? I can admit this game is not going to be actually S tier because this game is not perfect and it's blind. It's clearly seen as Tears of the Kingdom and other like it's this game is not as good.
it's not.
It's aged out, kind of like it's aged down a bit. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, put this in. I would put this.
So Icy,
Golly,
would you put this now in A tier?
I would drop it down to A.
Okay,
You
so
obviously want to go lower, so
so
you put it in B.
just know in I'm gonna show you on screen my tier list, but just know Icy's vision would be he would put this in A tier. I rather fucking eat dirt than play this game. So, um, moving on. This is wait. Is this Four Swords or is that Four Swords? Is there two of them? Is this Four Swords
There's
Adventure?
four swords and there's
Four Swords.
Triforce here.
There's No, this is Four Swords Adventures, and that's Four Swords.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, I
Yes.
think these are both probably like C tier. Um, maybe.
It's yeah. It came out in the awkward period of Zelda when it was on the Game Boy.
Yeah, the Game Boy games are a
And
little weird. Um,
they were they were designed to play with friends, and that's what
yeah,
they're for. Like, but if you didn't have that, it was kind of like, eh.
yeah, yeah, I could see that.
I can see people just not playing this game and passing it up because they didn't have
Yeah,
it.
that I fell into that category where it was just like, like the 3DS ones and the Game Boy ones. Like the only one I played was Minish Cap, really. Uh,
Which was the best of the three?
Minish Cap, I think, is like a B tier one. Minish Cap is it's good. It is hard though. Like there's
This is a hard Zelda game. This is not an easy
the
Zelda
game,
game.
like
It's
the
hard.
this game
Okay,
really emphasizes what you do outside of dungeons. Like dungeons
that's the
are like
part.
a small part of this game.
Yeah. This,
Like
this
this
was kind
game
of
is
like
really all about interacting with the world,
this
talking to
is like
people.
first, but this is kind of like pre Breath of the Wild, where the idea, the concept of like now we're talking about the world building, like not just the
This game is
dungeon.
really about world building and really
It
dungeons
has
are
great
kind of
charm.
like when I play through this game, like dungeons are kind of like subsidiary, like secondary things.
There were. This game had great charm. The characters, you
It
talk to people
does.
in the village,
I
talk to the
really,
characters. Like, I found myself talking to you talk to NPCs in this game. Like you
you
volunteer to
have to.
talk to
That's the
them.
only way to progress. Like
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
a lot of like fetch quest type stuff, and yeah. Um, so that knocks it down a bit, but the charm and I do think the dungeons are pretty good. So yeah, that's yeah, I think it's a good spot right there. Um, okay, Link's Awakening though. Um, I'm gonna judge this as the remake.
I'm gonna say the remake
I'm
because
judging
I
this
think it's
as the
scary.
remake. I think the remake is very, very good. Um, it's a beautiful game. Yeah, I think it looks great. I think it plays
Very
great.
pretty. Like this game is amazing looking. This is
A
not
lot of
my
unique
favorite.
stuff. Like you get the blue armor, the red armor, um, like obvious like Mario references. Like there's a chain
Yeah,
chomp.
there's the chain shot weapon in there.
He's just a enemy, like an item, a companion and shit. Like he's just like chain chomp's just a part of the world. Uh,
Yeah,
which which I think is pretty cool. I think the game's really good.
and the windfish really like that boss, the shadow boss, or when you fight like it turns to an eye, it turns to like the horns. Like that was a cool boss fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful game.
Solid. Okay. This is the other one that's very controversial. But I hate Majora's Mask. I think Majora's Mask is terrible. I think the dungeons are terrible. I think this game is just anxiety. The game, like, it is literally like, okay, let's make the gamer as anxious as
Yeah,
possible all the time.
game is a constant time limit because it is. You have to cycle through the days and nights and hurry up and beat this quickly, or and you're never. It's never a sense of adventure. It's always a sense of danger and panic.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the game is just endless panic all the time.
It took Ocarina's like I can go here and take my time and do this to like I need to fucking hurry up and do this or I'm losing. Like
Yeah,
Wish
like,
Water Temple, Wish Water Temple is way worse than
it has the
Ocarina of Time.
worst dungeons ever, dude. It is
All
so
there's
bad.
only like one dungeon that's really good in this game, maybe two, but like Stone Tower was fun. I'll give that
Eh.
props. Stone
I mean,
Tower.
it's like a mid. It's like mid.
It's cool when you introvert. Like when you have to flip upside down, you're like, holy fuck! Like I play the dungeon
Yeah.
like that was a cool concept to me. Like I know you hate me with mouse. I'm like, well, at least that
Like
dungeon
in
was
a vacuum, I guess you could say it's all right. But just like playing through it, like dungeons in here like are so hard because like yeah, you do have a fucking time limit all the time.
yeah,
And it's
you
just
do.
like
And when
because you
yeah,
know like once you start a dungeon, you're not gonna fucking go back there. Like no,
no, but
like that's it.
they
So
knew what this game was, and they gave you Deity Link. to get through
At the end,
the boss.
yeah, they fucking better reward me for that shit.
So,
But yeah, I think that game's terrible. Just not the type of game for me. But then on the flip side, Ocarina of Time is obviously S tier.
I mean, this
Yeah,
also changing for Zelda.
it just
3D
is what
Zelda.
it. I mean, what a
The
fucking introduction to 3D. Like, damn,
this
dude.
is this is more iconic for me than fucking Mario 64 in a
Like
way.
that
Like
fucking that's 3D jump, bro. Like, damn.
the intro is
Like that shit
fucking
is still iconic to this day. Like, yeah, Ocarina of Time is the standard. That is the Zelda
yeah,
formula. That is
that
that's perfection. It's one of the
that
most.
basically broke until Breath of the Wild came out, like
It's pretty much the
2 hours
highest
later.
regarded game. Like one of the most loved games ever.
You
So
can't get more iconic than Ocarina of Time. You
nope.
can't. It's just yeah.
So now we got some bunch of weird ones. Phantom Hourglass. Uh, Probably like C
The
tier.
3DS Zelda games
Like the DS ones are weird, like Spirit Tracks. It's probably a D tier.
This is not good. 5.
Like, why you put Toon Link on a train?
It was bad. It was watered down.
It was bad. Phantom Hourglass, like, man, Wind Waker deserved an actual sequel, bro.
This was Wind Waker sequel. You put this down low because this was supposed to be the hype after Wind Waker. This
Yeah, why the fuck do you put that on the game, like the Game Boy? Fucking make that a mainline game. Like, make that a main console game. I mean,
that should have been Justice. Like that game.
that shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have been a fucking Game Boy game.
No, I wouldn't. I never counted as a sequel. I just say Wind Waker came out. That was it. It's just.
So Skyward Sword is probably C tier.
It's very.
It's such a beautiful game, and then the controls just make it unplayable.
It's so bad. This game has great lore. Like,
It's the first one in the timeline. Like, it's hella important. It's so cool.
Ganon wasn't even there. It was Demise because that's who came first. Like,
and then they put the fucking in prison, a giant avocado with toes, and then you have to fucking fight him a few times. Like, there's so much good, and then there's just so much bad that just could be easily prevented, but they just fucked it up. And it makes me sad because I want to play, like, I want to like this game. I really, really want to like it, and I just can't. Okay.
Yeah.
The OG Zelda is probably a B. It's probably B tier.
And yeah, it's just the hardest Zelda.
It's fucking hard as shit.
This
Dude, I could not imagine playing that when it came out in the 80s or
I
whatever.
don't know how you beat this.
Fucking
There's
hell.
So much shit you don't know. There's so much shit you don't know in that game. That
Dude.
You have to figure on your own. Man.
It just starts. It's just, oh,
When you
go.
start in the middle of like enemies and shit, like you start getting hurt, like you don't know what the fuck to do. It doesn't start off telling you what to do, or like go this way. No, you just getting attacked, and you have to figure out what you fucking do. Like this is panic mode, adventure harding, but like this started the franchise. This,
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. It's just really, really hard, and obviously,
it's not Majora's Mask level of like panicking difficulty.
I'm judging it for what it was in the 80s or, you know, when it came out. So, I mean, yeah. I think it's a good introduction. Triforce Heroes, I don't think I've played this.
This is the one where it had 3 links in it. Like it was like a red, green. Like,
yeah, I haven't played this.
No, I never played this one either.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that in. I don't know. Okay. So Adventure of Link is D tier. That's the worst one. That's so bad. Just an abomination. Don't even acknowledge it as a game. We're just gonna move on. Okay, so this is where it gets really dicey. So I think Wind Waker's my favorite Zelda game. It has the best Ganon. It has the best Link. It has the best story. It has the best world. The Great Sea is beautiful. Ganon is a fucking menace monster. Link is the most animated he's ever been.
The
Uh,
most fun, yeah.
that's
But the dungeons are mean as fuck, and
I think the last two dungeons are a little mid. Like the Wind Temple and the Earth Temple are kind of mid. Dragon Roost is good, Forest Haven is good, and Tower of the Gods is goaded.
our guys is top tier.
So I mean,
Yes, Jordan.
it's not all mid, but what made Wind Waker? Wind Waker is like almost like Breath of the Wild. Like the islands are kind of like shrines. Like like
See
Fire
that.
Island is like a
Fire
shrine.
Island is like
Ice
strong,
Mountain is
yeah.
like a shrine. Like Diamond Island, that's like a shrine. Like
This game,
it's kind of
yeah.
it's kind of like the same formula basically. Each island you have something to do there. So
This game is so expressive.
it
I
is like
can't
Wind Waker is
hype
a
it up.
beautiful game. Uh,
Like,
I
well,
that has to be number
it
one
is.
to me.
It is.
Uh,
It is.
Also,
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
ordering these. By the way, I will be putting these in order, which is really tough. And I would probably put it like this. Um, Twilight Princess is S tier. It's so damn good, bro. Wolf Link is so cool. Midna's cool. Uh, I wish Ganon wasn't looking
Ganon
like that.
honestly was a weak part of Twilight Princess. And I'll say that because it was mostly just you didn't even see him that much. Again, he came at the end as like a I'm the villain of the game, deny Zant type of thing. Like I'm the one taking
Yeah,
the controlling thing. It was just mostly like a threat behind him. He gave me like very Calamity Ganon vibes of like you don't see him
kind
do
of.
really a lot.
Yeah,
Talked about. He just talked about. You see a cutscene at the beginning, which was cool, but then he's like gone.
he
Like
did break out of that fucking those chains and like kill that sage and shit.
that was cool. He got stabbed and then he broke out the chains and killed a sage of like water. So took him out
Yeah,
and
just
like
fucking
the
force
sage
choked him like Darth Vader.
he came
Like, just like fucked your
man
bitch ass
became the
up.
god of Twilight Realm. Like he's like, oh let's throw him in the magical realm. I'm wizard. And he took over. Of course he did. Fucking
Yeah. Uh, Twilight Princess is really really good. Uh, I think. Yeah, I would rather play Twilight Princess than play Link to the Past. Um,
I have to say Link to the Past at the bottom of that S tier.
yeah, I think that's it. I think top five Zelda games: Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Link to the Past, and then Link's Awakening remake. Yeah,
That's really good. That's fair.
that's my top five.
I admit. I can't really argue with that. Obviously, I put Breath of the Wild up there, but you know,
Yeah, it's like Icy would have Breath of the Wild up there, but yeah, I know this is a little controversial because I don't like Breath of the Wild. I don't like Majora's Mask, which are very loved and beloved games, but uh, not for me, not for me. But I am, even though I do not like Breath of the Wild, I'm still extremely hyped for Tears of the Kingdom. It looks like they fixed a lot of things that I am not a fan of, and I am very very excited to get my hands on the game and play it, man.
anybody who's a Breath of the Wild fan, I can say I'm excited for Tears of the Kingdom and the improvements they've done because it just looks better
Yeah, like I
overall.
am
So
very very much looking forward to it, and I'm excited to make content for it too. Like I'm gonna be streaming it. You'll see me with clips and hopefully montages. Maybe I do a let's play. Uh, but hell yeah, dude. I am
watch it.
ready.
He's not gonna cheese the boss. He's gonna break the game. He's gonna find some
I
stuff.
will.
He's gonna
I'll
run.
break the game somehow. I'll break it. That's what I do. I break games. Uh, so yeah, man, that's my list. And if you don't like it, if you disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I'm Tep. He is Ice, and we are gamers with the fucking brains.
The fucking